What if I told you, right, you could go out there and buy what you're already planning on buying, okay? And you could get, not 20%, not 100, but 200% or more in cash back, or even more specifically, crypto back. And you're like, that's too good to be true. Well, it's not as simple as it sounds, but it is real. You may remember SocialGood and their SG token, and the early adopters had a good time. But then they made some changes to the app and the crypto market slumped. Oh, they're back. And there's even more changes, and the crypto market is starting to heat up. So with the holidays upon us, it's shopping season. My name is Vosker on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Let's dig into it. So back in 2021, we talked about SocialGood, 525 free crypto, 100 free promo. Honestly, it was fun, it was crazy, and it was lucrative. But things change, as they always do. SocialGood is still here, but their ecosystem functions differently now. And that's what we're gonna break down today. So what changes have they made? How does it work now? And address any questions and concerns throughout the video. So they have an app on the iPhone, and that's what I'm going to be showing you here today. They also have an app on the Google Play Store, and this is a cool one, especially because I'm a heavy PC user. It blows my mind that some people don't like have a computer and use it, and they just live straight off their phone, right? You know, interesting, not for me. But if it works for you, well, I guess it works for you. But the fact is, browser extension, cool, very cool. Reminds me of like Capital One shopping, right? But crypto token edition. I know some VoskCoin subscribers have used SocialGood, and we're going to talk about some of these experiences towards the end of the video. But before then, let me get you up to speed on what SocialGood is if you don't know, what has changed, and then also maybe what hasn't changed. And by the way, full disclosure as always, SocialGood sponsored some coverage on VoskCoin years ago, and they also commissioned today's video update. So as always, keeping it 100 with you guys. They've got a 1000% cashback Black Friday deal. So how does that work? Basically, this is their November promo, and it's on specific sites. So to put it into perspective, if you spend $100, you'll get $1,000 in SocialGood tokens. And before we get ahead of ourselves, let's make sure we understand SocialGood, the SocialGood token, and withdrawing. Okay, we'll get more into their philosophy here in a second, but they limit your withdrawals, okay? And they're introducing a whole formula for basically a range of withdrawals based on your activity and participation, things like that. Tenure is my understanding. So there's a withdrawal limit. So if you make 50 grand within the app, you're not going to be able to simply withdraw that straight 50 grand right out. So just understand that, okay? Also understand that this is all basically free. This is entirely free to use, and they have a membership thing, but it's optional. It's like a secondary tier, if you will. Furthermore, you have to complete KYC, know your customer. You're gonna have to basically validate your identity within the app. And that's a tough one because they didn't launch with that. But my understanding is one of the main issues were people trying to game their referral program because it's pretty lucrative. I mean, historically, if you got referred, between the referrer and refereed, additional hundreds of dollars of the SG token would be distributed. So it was pretty enticing to try to game that system. KYC is one method you could use to try to combat that. There's also the fact that they may be having to comply with the Japanese government because this is a Japanese project, among other governments. But anyway, I just want to make sure you fully understand this before you jump in, so that you understand what you're getting into, and expectations are clear, and if you do decide to participate, that you're happy. Never want to clickbait you or mislead you, right? So They've got their 1000% cashback promo, eligible e-commerce sites from Temu, AliExpress, Expedia, hotels, Flipkart, Mintra, Shopee, Lazada, and Agoda. So personally, I haven't used like half of those, but something to be aware of. They're very proud of the SG price rising 4x in 4 months at the time of writing this article that they published back in October. And they also reference Bitcoin only went up 0.2 in that period. Looking at SocialGood right now, it's ranked 2,183 out of all cryptocurrencies when ranked by coin market cap. It has a market cap of less than $1 million. The actual coin trades at basically 0.046 cents. It's traded on a few cryptocurrency exchanges, Mexi, Bitmart. It was traded on Bittrex. Bittrex has since filed for bankruptcy. A different trading pair on Bitmart, LA Token, and I've never even heard of BitBNS. So I don't use LA Token. I try to never use Bitmart or Mexi. But we can see that the 24-hour volume on the BTC pairing is basically nothing. And then there's 3,000 in volume on the SG USDT pairing on Bitmart, and then over 14 grand 24-hour volume on Mexi. So if you do have some SG tokens, then that would probably be the exchange to pursue cashing them out for another cryptocurrency if that is your goal. So if you've got $100, what does that equate to in SG tokens right now? That's about 2,156. The SG token is also an ERC20 token. It's an Ethereum token. So I've really been hoping that they are going to pursue liquidity, right, in decentralized exchanges on the Ethereum chain like Uniswap, but that's just never really taken place. We can see that there have been a few trades on this pair, but basically not really. So now let's talk about the membership, and then we're going to dive into the app. Due to the expanding ecosystem, the number of SG required to maintain membership status in the SocialGood app has been raised from 200 SG to 80,000 SG. This price applies to members who join basically from now and beyond. They're working on significant perks for members, such as 50% interest on your staking or of your SG tokens, special increase in the rate of SG gained. And they also plan to add benefits to withdrawals related to actual members. If you've already, acquired your membership, you can simply maintain it by holding the previous needed quantity of 200 SG tokens. So 200 SG tokens right now is worth less than $10. 80,000 SG tokens is nearly $4 grand. All right, so you click the link down in the video description below, or punch in our referral code, which is in the video description. It's here on screen, and it's also EB2Z6C. You get your bonus, you watch the welcome video, you secure the bonus, all that stuff, right? And then you end up here. You can look at your assets, you can see how it performs over time. This is a new account for me. I wanted to try out the app with the new changes, also without any sort of membership, using this as a new user in the free app version. So you don't have to pay anything to do this, right? If you have some friends or family, you can send them your code, right? That's obviously just going to be right here on the referral page. You can perform some activities, get a couple bonus SG tokens, and you go to the shopping right here, and you can start to browse what your options are. Historically, it's eBay that always interested me, right? Because you can buy miners on eBay. You can buy a lot of stuff on eBay, obviously. So a couple years ago, I was buying some miners on eBay through SocialGood and computer parts and getting cash back. So in this example, right, we click eBay, and from here we look at the timeline, the cashback rate on everything. So some of these things do have a 0% rate, but most of them don't. We look at the conditions. We can receive up to $100,000. A little about section. So This is basically functioning as a web browser. Historically, you could basically open this and then click over to the eBay app really quick, or the browser on your phone, and check out, and normally it would track that. But it's recommended, if you are going to do this, that you basically open up eBay through the app, right? And then you would click over here and you would proceed to log in, right? So I'm going to assume that you log in there, all right? And then you just go through here and you browse and you check out, and it's a normal experience. What's happening here, right? Like, why is this even happening? Why does this exist? So this is based on, we see the promotion for their new Chrome extension. This is based on, affiliate links. You're shopping on their affiliate links through this app. It's earning them money, and they say that they are using that money to buy back the SG tokens, which is supposed to lead to future price increases. At the end of the day, looking back on SocialGood's performance over the last couple years, right? If you have this token, right, you hope it goes to the moon, so does the company behind it, right? But this is something that you basically acquire while you do other activities. And I think that some people, need to realign their expectations, right? When I rack up any SocialGood SG tokens, I'm buying stuff I already wanted to buy. I'm not buying things just to get cash back. And I think it's the people that went out and, maybe just bought stuff to buy stuff, or they didn't really need, or spent money they shouldn't have or didn't really have, all under the hopes of, all these earnings that they were planning to cash out in the SG token. They're the ones who feel the most burned and maybe end up in a bad spot. And also anyone who bought the token speculating on the price, and then it, went down. A lot of people were frustrated, at many different cryptocurrencies when they decreased in the last few years, because this really caught, a bunch of distraction and hype in the previous crypto bull run. Like everyone else, a natural human, I'm not thrilled when things change a bunch, but it's not my app, it's not my company, and so they'll change whatever they want to change. So this is the update on the current situation of SocialGood and how to participate. I'm assuming that you know how to download an app from the App Store, or click, add to on a, add to Brave or add to Chrome, Google extension here. If you don't know, Brave is a Chromium-based web browser, so it's kind of like a fork of a crypto, if you will. In that regard. But the bottom line is, with SocialGood, this should give you a really clear understanding of the current status, right, of SocialGood, the way it operates, and if any of those things rub you the wrong way, then don't participate. And which, to be clear, it's easy to earn hundreds and hundreds of dollars of the SG token, but then only be able to withdraw a very small percentage of that. But basically, my point of view is, here's a full, clear picture of it. Participate if you want to, or don't if you don't. But they're trying to do everything they can, including basically locking down their ecosystem, to facilitate growth in the SG token price. It's a very simple formula for them, where more users that are participating leads to more sales, which leads to more funds for their company, which means that they can basically buy back and invest in the project, which in a perfect world would lead to token price appreciation and so forth. But hey, here it is, an updated review on the SG SocialGood token and their app, and now as well as their Chrome web browser extension. So hope you enjoyed the video. If nothing else, I got 10 seconds of Tails here to offer you. She's our CSO, our Chief Shopping Officer here at the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts and experiences on SocialGood. Good, great, bad, whatever. As always, just keep it 100 in the comments section below. Thanks for watching.